Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Well, you're witnessing the downfall of democracy, society, the lower classes, and much more, but we've decided not to take part. So welcome to Pub Chat instead.
Yeah, we give up. You win.
Yeah. You know, just don't overtax the alcohol and the weed, and it's, go ahead, right? Carve it up, whatever.
Yeah, we'll lie down, face down. Yeah, you can just do what you want with us.
Yeah, I'm not taking it dry, but So the world makes no sense at all. There's a few things to discuss as we banter on and whatnot. The Ronald Gump administration is just making life worse for every single human being they possibly can. It's unbelievable. RFK Jr. just killed $500 million in funding for the mRNA vaccines because they don't prove to be effective for upper respiratory usage.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. So, just wait for it. If you're a coroner, you're going to have a busy couple years coming up. Unbelievable. He just, he does have pet ravens. So, maybe he's just looking for pet food.
Yeah. I think he needs to introduce more safety measures, adding more razor blades to children's baby food or something like that,
Oh, yeah. Making sure, children's pain medication is full of just enough opiates to make sure that they're addicted at a young age.
Yeah. And rat poison makes your tits look big.
There you go. Right. Oh, to the South Park. Oh man, the way they did Christy Nome, that was hilarious.
I have not seen it yet. No spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. Here's a funny meme that has a similar. I don't even know if I should show it now. Then,
go on, show it.
Yeah. So you've got the Mona Lisa and the Maga Lisa. Mona, Maga. Mona, Maga. Wow, I'm David Letterman. Oh, that was cool. I think it might have been Mandelbrot set in our Discord server that threw that in. Oh, so there's a debate because, our channel doesn't seem to exist in the world of the young. We're kind of older, our viewers, us, the whole bit, right? I've discovered we could have, instead of that website we used to use, we're getting rid of it anyway, but we could have an old school BBS board as a website if people would want that instead. It would be really cool, right? Imagine playing ASCII Risk BBS board style. Come on, I'm looking into it. Yeah,
I know. I think we should just do it all by postcard and letters.
That's a good idea.
I'll get rid of the chat, and we'll just have we had a letter in from such and such a person. Yeah. NANA says by letter.
That would be hilarious.
Here's the Shills. I was most disappointed with your most recent show.
Oh, that would be funny, actually. Yeah. So mark your envelope. You are truly plumbing new depths with your ideas this week, and send it to I don't know.
10101010999666.
Yeah, the Shills, British Columbia, Canada. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Right?
Yeah. Send it to BBC Television Centre.
Yeah. Well, that's where I stole that gag from, right? It's supposed to be Clarkson saying, "Where are we now?" Blah blah. But yeah, it'd be cool. I'm trying to have a BBS board instead, right? That'd be really neat.
PJ says, ensure you enclose a self-addressed envelope if you want to reply.
Oh yeah, yeah, because we've never lost one of them ever. It's okay.
And also, if you do send us any of your artwork so that we can put up onto our art board, please know that we will not be able to return them.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we might have to AI alter them, right?
Or put them in a bin.
Yeah. I mean, I've been sent in so many pictures of ICE agents arresting brown people. I really, I don't want to put that up there.
Yeah, anybody would think they were racist. What's wrong? What's wrong with good old arresting white people? And what's all the white supremacists saying? Why aren't you arresting us?
Yeah.
We're more important than the black people. Arrest us.
Growing up as a long-haired white man, I was discriminated against as if I was just a drunken, drug-smoking kind of guy. And for one, I'm glad to see that somebody else is getting their turn now.
And that's why I'm just kidding. Chief of police.
yeah. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing the redneck, right? Dear God. Okay. Yeah. I need a button that just puts the word sarcasm under me when I do that shit.
Yeah. What is it? The upside down question mark. That's supposed to denote sarcasm, isn't it?
Oh, I thought that was like page 17 in the Karma Sutra.
No, that's hard to know. It's just where you hang your clothes on the peg.
Yeah. That's the lower peg. I need to work on the redneck. Well, I was trying to do like the Canadian version. I can go into a hard American redneck. I think I should patent my redneck because it's pretty good. But I feel my IQ lower as I do it.
Oh, dear.
You know what's strange? Sometimes you'll be watching a documentary show on geology or whatever, and you get some Southern American professor of such, and he comes on and he starts doing that y'all sort of Southern thing, and sometimes it's actually hard to hear intelligence through that accent. And I know that's stereotypical bullshit and I shouldn't be, right? But it literally takes me a minute of listening to them before, yeah. It's funny, right? It's the same with our maritime accent up here in Canada. As soon as you hear it, you expect some bumbling country bumpkin, and there's all kinds of universities and smart people there. It's just that stupid human nature thing,
Yeah, but the universities up there, just basically teach you how to color in between the lines.
Yeah, they teach you how to get a fish, a hook out of the mouth. And,
you get the hook out your own mouth.
Yeah. They teach you how to build a boat to catch them fish.
Sex education teaches you how to, coalesce with your siblings.
Yeah. Sex education in some territories just means making sure your younger cousin is ready. I shouldn't have said that.
What to do with a seal when you're not clubbing it.
That's just like Mom used to make.
Oh, dear.
The Shills once again proving just because you have a microphone doesn't mean you should use it.
No.
All right. You see why I have tape on my microphone here to block the name? I didn't do that because I didn't want to advertise for them. I did that because I was threatened under a lawsuit if I didn't block their name out. And right now, Coca-Cola is filing against me as well. And the estate of Albert Einstein is furious that little action figure is right there.
Good job. Good job. You haven't got any Trump merchandise in the background.
Yeah. Well, I'm not allowed to put that up. Some part of the YouTube user agreement or something. Yeah, here we go. I have a sarcasm thing now. AI Alchemist there, Carpasian just did this up. So there we go. I have some weird Michael Jackson crossed with Prince dude doing sarcasm there. Yeah. So if Michael Jackson and Prince ever got together and had a love child while they were thinking of Milli Vanilli, that's the person right there. There's the baby.
Oh, I feel sick. Yeah, I can just see Prince climbing into his little red Corvette. It was pink when he started, and now it's all red.
Spanked a fender and drove it home. So, and then there was Trump was just doing some thing at the White House with a guy that looked suspiciously like Tim Cook. And somebody in the press corps asked him something about Epstein, and he lost it. And he was like, look, that's a hoax done by the Democrats and so on. Okay, so blah, blah. It's just bullshit. But your defense lawyer, who's now the chief operating officer, basically the deputy attorney general, who never does interviews historically, went and interviewed the woman. She said, well, I never saw Trump do anything that concerned me. And now she's in a minimum, what we might call a massage parlor prison, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, okay, Trump did nothing that concerned her. So she was a sex trafficker.
I know. That's like asking Jason Voorhees or whatever from, Friday the 13th, Did you ever see Donald Trump do anything that concerned you? No, but he looks great with a bloody axe in his hand, I mean, it's just, what the hell? You can't make this shit up, right? And I guarantee that the reason we're hearing a bit about it, but not a lot about it so far, is because they're totally testing the waters to see if the MAGA base will accept her word. Right?
I don't know what they're doing.
And then there's the secret meeting between a bunch of the different heads of departments in Donald Trump's regime getting together for a secret meeting that is never supposed to happen. They're supposed to be independent entities unto themselves. And then it leaks out, and they're all like, "Oh no, no, I tripped." It's so, I mean, that alone should set off every one of these deep state conspiracists that totally went on the Trump side of things because they said they would smash the deep state and stuff. And these people should be screaming bloody murder because they were about to have a clandestine meeting so that the different agencies could agree on how to move forward. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Every one of those conspiracy-minded folk should be fucking screaming the sky is falling. My grandmother is an alien and whatever, like this should be a 7-alarm fire for those people.
Yeah. I mean, I think the next thing he's going to have to do is just like basically start a war somewhere.
Yeah.
A proper one. Just to distract.
Yeah.
But
probably invade Canada and bomb the members from Loverboy's homes or something,
Yeah. But people seem to be sticking on this Epstein thing. They're not letting it go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a little terrier, biting on the ass of the postman.
Yeah. Here, Alchemist did us up a good one for this, right? He's just livid, man.
But it's funny how it's a hoax now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's nobody from that whole QAnon style existence believes that this is all of a sudden a Dems hoax. There's nobody that's believing his shtick. It's fucking hilarious. Watching Joe Rogan turn on Trump, right?
Well, I don't know about Rogan because I think he'd swap back again, quite easily. He's just out there for the numbers.
I truly believe that Rogan knows that his viewership is enough conspiracy-minded and manosphere people and whatnot that he literally can't. They can't let this go. Trump was all about smashing the deep state, and now he is exactly acting like it. This is.
Well, there was a strange thing yesterday.
I love watching this.
There's a strange thing that happened yesterday. I don't know if there's been any news on it because I've basically been asleep and not seen any news whatsoever. Yesterday, remember Elon Musk, the guy who was telling everybody that Trump is on the Epstein list.
Yeah, the self-driving cars so you can masturbate in them, guy. Yeah,
just out to get Trump as much as he can. Oh, he donated $5 million to him yesterday.
He's Elon just recently did a thing with investors. They've approved some huge package for him. And they literally said, we're trying to buy, his attention back to the company. But he said to the investors, look, this stuff in the bill and whatnot, this company's going to take a hit short term for sure. And he's kissing ass right now because if the company truly takes the hit that I think is coming, his value in the stock is just going to go. Oh, yeah. They're going to be barely profitable, right? For a year and a half, 2 years, unless he gets his whole taxi bullshit out the door. And his self-driving method without LiDAR and stuff, it's a failure. It's never going to work.
Well, it's going to work. It's just going to hit a lot of people while it's at it.
Oh, it'll work really well for those that have health insurance. Yeah.
Mm. Anyway, sorry. Are we doing news clips or are we just pub chatting tonight?
I'm just bringing up things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That case, because we can mention some of the stories that were lined up, because there was a story about a legal case that has just gone against Trump. Was it $240 odd million to the victim of one of the first cars or an accident, or should we say a collision that killed someone by a Tesla. The guy driving was apparently doing like 70 mile an hour, not too sure exactly where, or 60 mile an hour, 70 mile an hour, and hit a woman and her boyfriend or husband. She flew, get this, 70 yards.
Whoa.
And died. And he was, in critical condition, and he got better. And so they took him to court. And so Tesla was sued, and 240 odd million lost the case. They're appealing against it, of course.
Yeah.
Because they're cunts. But yeah.
Can you? There's quite a few being blamed on Tesla wrongful deaths. If everybody gets that kind of cash, oh my God.
Well, exactly. That was going to be my point. I mean, that was just one legal case. You just start stacking them up, and you're just going to sink that company.
Yeah, and that inflated stock market value of the company would instantly plummet to reality if they all of a sudden have all of this legal liability coming at them. They're fucked, right? Tesla's so overvalued, it's not funny. I don't understand. It's obviously just stock market gamesmanship.
Oh, of course, it always is. I mean, that's probably what you learned at business school 101, is just how to inflate your own value. Mm-hmm. He's probably not even worth $600 billion that he claims he is. It's probably much less than that. Just the numbers are all stack up in that direction. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's usually financial stuff is basically a big fat lie.
Yeah. He doesn't have anywhere near the actual liquid cash, but because of shares in the different, companies he's valued at. And that's hilarious, because all it takes is one of those companies to, cause a really bad thing and basically gets bankrupted and so on. And he's not such a rich man anymore.
Yeah, it could all collapse.
Yeah.
Like a house of cards. Let's hope. I mean, I don't want to wish Elon people, but I do in this case.
Yeah.
I do any of those morons.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
PJ said we should have a fundraiser to help Elon out.
We should have a fundraiser just so we could go to the wreckers and buy $200 wrecked Teslas and just set them on fire and cook marshmallows.
That's probably how much you can get a new one for now, anyway.
A Cybertruck, anyway, right? Well, yeah, the guy that has a Cybertruck in our town that thought he was just super cool. You can see when he's driving around, nobody looks at his truck. They almost look away in shame. And you can see he thought he was going to be the guy with the next level Lamborghini Countach. And all he gets is people that just look away and go, oh, that poor man.
Yeah. Has he got a Ford F-150 sticker on the back of it?
Well, at first he had his drywall construction, whatever company. He had some lettering on the truck, and that got peeled off inside of 2 weeks, because I literally think he was just getting people going, how can you drive that thing around, you fucking idiot, emails and stuff,
Yeah, a lot of people who bought these Cybertrucks for their business, it's clearly affected their business significantly. I mean, I'm surprised they're not suing Tesla.
Oh yeah,
for loss of income.
Yeah. This guy made me look like a git. Well, you chose the vehicle. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be my first choice, that's for sure. Looks like Chevy's figured out electric trucks with the new generation. There's a Sierra, there's the Hummer, you know, and there's another one, the Chevy Silverado. There's 3 levels to this electric truck thing going on in Chevy's world. And the Hummer is a bit show-offy. You know, that's for people that like wheel spinners and donks or whatever. But the other two are really capable, really well thought out trucks by the sounds of it. You know, I don't know why they need home theater levels of TV screens in them. It's a bit much, but you know.
Yeah, you need something to drain the battery.
Exactly. Yeah. But the high level of battery and whatnot in the Silverado and the other one, the Sierra, they're over 400 miles on like decent conditions, you know?
Yeah, or 20 miles if you're towing something.
Well, now I was going to get to that. Here's a funny thing. There's a guy on YouTube called Aging Wheels, and he did some very clever-ish tests. But he proved pretty convincingly that it's not the weight that you're towing or that you have in the bed of an electric truck. It's the wind resistance, the aerodynamics. Right?
Okay.
He put a flat trailer that had 4 wheels, like, you know, 2 axles, 4 wheels, behind the truck and dragged it, and it was like nothing to the truck. I think he lost 1 mile of range. So the extra friction from the tires did nothing, and he did multiple tests. Then he put a whack of weight on it, but nice and flat and low. And again, he lost almost no range at all. But then he just used some wood and put a flat wall at the front of an empty trailer, and holy fuck, did the range go down. Right. So if you have a trailer that's at least modern and somewhat aerodynamic, and it's like a big stupid trailer, sure, you're going to lose range because that's just the way it's going to be. It's blocking air, but it's the airflow that was truly the big deal, you know? And he did a test with an electric, I think it was an F-150 gas one. He did it with the Silverado electric, and he totally balanced it out, and it worked out to be just fine until you go to public charging versus charging at home, and then the extra cost is so astronomical. It just simply made sense to have the gas truck or the diesel, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
that's where it all falls apart.
That is one of the big kickers about, you know, charging your car. This is the public charging stations, because they do seem to be rather expensive.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
totally.
There seemed to be this like idea that was just going to be like free charging stations everywhere, and you'll think of like a few supermarkets and things like that do it, but not many.
No.
The charging stations cost a fortune.
Yeah. So, I mean, so if you look at the existing offerings in electric trucks, if you're a company that does drywall and some construction stuff, blah, blah, whatever, the modern Chevy electric trucks are totally worthy because they can handle heavy tool-laden, big back things. If you're like a heavy equipment operator, you can put your huge fuel tank in the back, and you're still going to get 200 so miles in each direction. I mean, they're actually a viable option for quite a few people. You know,
even better if you throw a generator in the back of the truck.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Imagine
Or a
a
windmill.
company that's like has a bakery or a butcher, local, blah, blah, or whatever. One of those Silverados delivered without the bed and everything. So you could make more of a box truck with it. If you aerodynamically shape your box truck, it's now viable for doing your daily delivery runs. Right. It's pretty close, you know? What's also really close is my need for another drink.
Yeah, maybe these bakeries should be getting cyber trucks because they're already streamlined. You can stack all your donuts up in the back. How about that?
All right. So, any new discoveries or whatever with the new Land Cruiser, or any updates on the old one?
No updates on the old one yet. They probably just got it, probably stripping it down now. They got,
they're putting the polka
buzzsaws,
dots
chopping
on it so it can't be found in the battle zone. Yeah.
yeah. They're putting the Cybertruck wrap on it. So
Yeah.
instead of blowing it up, the Russians just laugh at it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I had suggested that they put mobile porn studio on the side, because then the Russians would just come up without their guns even in their hands, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, something else in the hands. Yeah, just a big sign, free porn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why you need a truck with a portable screen on the side, right? You know, just drive around showing pornography. It seemed to work against the North Korean orcs, right? So, the Norks.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. They all just stop and sit there in a field, getting shot in the head, but nobody can take their eyes away from the screen.
Oh dear! Oh, what a horrible image with a whole platoon of soldiers all sitting watching porn around one little screen and all got their cocks out. And, just can't help themselves.
Yeah.
It's like moths to a candle.
That is seriously funny. Oh, man. Oh. So what else is happening over in your way? A quick update in personal life stuff, because I've got all this shit going on with my son becoming an adult, his mom trying to get in the way of his disability payments, me trying to make sure it's all solidified and whatnot. I am now, I would say, 96% done.
I thought you were going to say 96% alcohol.
Oh, yeah, no. I got lighter beers today because, yeah. But yeah, I'm that close to finish now. It's so unbelievably close. It's not funny. I really, really wish one thing, though. I wish that I still had the older birth certificates of mine and my son's, but they did, end up vanishing. I'm not sure how this happened. I'm still digging through some old storage boxes and stuff, but I had to order new ones, and the old ones were like a credit card size, and you could just put it in your wallet. They didn't let us laminate them anymore, and they weren't laminated, so they were delicate, but even still. But the new ones are made of that plasticky type shit that they make our money out of now. Australia has the same money, a few other places, right? But they're long and big, and they don't fold properly, and they don't go in your wallet, and for fuck's sakes, do they suck. They suck.
Just get it transferred onto a t-shirt.
Not a bad idea. Just for that one appointment, right? It's right here.
Tattooed on your back.
Yeah. So I went on Amazon and I ordered a couple of those plastic things that you can put cards in and whatnot, to protect them. I got 2 of those, and then I'll just fold them up so they fit and just fucking leave them in those, right?
And then put them somewhere safe where you can never remember where they are.
Yeah. No, Felix has a new wallet ready because we have all this replacement ID and whatnot. Yeah. It's funny too. It turns out that service cards in my province, the barcode on it doesn't just identify the user, but also the card. So when I was applying to get all this stuff replaced, not only did I get replacements, but I invalidated the ones that mysteriously were lost and couldn't be returned to me when I needed them by. Yeah. So the ones that she kept and wouldn't return to me to make all this shit easier are now void. I found that out today and I really had a big giggle. That was awesome. Yeah. Simple pleasures. Sometimes they can make you real happy. But yeah, everything came up Millhouse, and I got one last small step to do, and it's done. Victory is mine. Love it. Any victories your way, Dunk, or is it all,
No, not really. There's some stuff that came up at work today about AI and all that kind of stuff. But,
oh God, yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about a whole bunch of shots that just basically like wire removal. When people's like, dangle off of things and they got, the safety wires like clamped onto the actors and, whoopsies, they might fall into the water and all that can get wet. So they put cables on them and then leave it up to us to get rid of them. And
Tom Cruise shots, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the olden days, we had ways of getting rid of cable, but some of it doesn't work out too well. And we're just basically pointing out the fact that expectations and quality control these days are much, much higher. So we end up having people like my age, remembering how we used to do it, putting bids on it that using the old techniques. And then it gets kicked back because it's not good enough. They want more. So you end up spending way more time on them than you should.
Right.
And anyway, in the software I've got, there is like a built-in AI system, and it basically you basically have to train it to it's like
that's AI. You got to train it. So yeah.
Well, I'm saying that because it's not like a normal AI where you just like put in a prompt. You are literally doing, science, computer science on the thing.
Yeah, it's like something from Wolfram or whatever, kind of levels of code. Yeah.
You really don't know what the hell you're doing when you put it into it. But it could be successful. And we're putting out, we've got a whole bunch of these shots, and it would be great to do a test, having a bunch of people doing the shots the old-fashioned way. And one person doing it the new AI style,
right?
Because the problem with AI is sometimes you do it and you just do not get the results that you want.
Instead of getting a well-used, realistic-looking X-wing fighter, you get this ridiculously glossy Naboo thing.
Yeah. Well, the point is you might spend time doing the AI thing and then go, oh shit, it didn't work. We have to do it the old way anyway. So you don't gain anything.
Yeah.
So what we was talking about is saying, well, we could do some tests and we'll have one person do it AI, have a bunch of people do it the old-fashioned way, and see how it works out. And I was pointing out the fact that if the AI stuff it comes out really good, what that happens then is you've got now one person who's really good at the AI stuff, and 5 people who just lost their job.
Yeah. Well, no, you need to do this the way that lead producers did it for the arguments for leaded gasoline, right? You need the AI people doing it to be properly shitty at it so that you can get the numbers you need, right?
Well, the thing is, we're pointing out the fact that if it was me who figured out how to do the AI stuff, then I'll be the one that's still got the job.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think, okay.
But you know what you're talking about here, I wouldn't doubt is in the mind of so many people that are the ones that are in a position to make the call. Do I just do some AI bullshit, or do I bring in people like you? And as panicky as AI can be to creative types in music and visuals and all kinds of stuff, I think AI music is going to affect people way quicker than AI visuals, because when it comes to, look, we got money on the line and we need to make sure that this goes over well in a social media quick to comment environment, they're still going to be way more inclined to pay you guys until they know the tools are ready. That's what I would say, right? You know,
well, AI in music, well, it's already there.
I know.
It was released recently on the news that for the first time ever, an AI band, it's like a, what do you call it? Like
bullshit.
A Japanese style. Japanese style band. It's from a
J-pop
kind of anime show or something like that. And well, they've hit number 1 in the UK.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's
roll over Beethoven. You know,
it's kind of like well done AI, but it's still
doesn't matter.
And you know, you got all the you see those I don't know if you've been seeing them, but all these like adverts for you know, trying to get people into using AI and stuff, and they will go like, all the teenagers today, all these teenagers are setting up companies and using AI.
Oh my God!
There was another one was ad talking about you could have like 30 AI assistants building your company for you, and
oh my God!
Yes, you could. It's kind of interesting. If you start in, say you're like a teenager and you're starting off a company, sitting at home in your bedroom, and you have no people management skills or whatever, but you do know how to use a computer and how to use AI.
Right.
It's almost like, well, you know, if you start a company and you're using 30 AI assistants for your company to, you know, doing all the social media and doing all this sort of stuff, you're not actually taking anyone's jobs away because they weren't there before.
That's true. That's true.
You built a virtual company.
Yeah.
So, that might be how we start to see, you know, not job losses, just not jobs there.
Yeah. No gains.
Yeah.
But there will be job losses because, I mean, as soon as the AIs are good enough, there will not be humans that take your order at any drive-through or anything like that, you know. Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like in my sort of area of work, you know, it probably won't be the visual effects artists who start to see their jobs going quicker. It would be the coordinators, all the people that do all the management in between,
and the writing.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not talking about that. Don't talk about that level. I'm talking about, like, you know, in the management of a visual effects company. It won't be the artist. It will be like from the top to the artist, and all those in between. They'll be the ones who've gone to AI.
Yeah, you're right. All the middle management people that, you know, had to have a company car. Well, AIs don't drive, so there you go. Or actually, they will. Will there be empty self-driving cars driving to meetings? Right? That would be ridiculous. You know?
Yeah, have all the AI in like an Uber car driving people around, and it will sit there talking to you about it because it's actually a CEO of a tech company.
Maybe the AI is rich enough that it has a chauffeur because it doesn't want, you know, right?
Yeah, it's too busy.
Yeah. And then the driver just, taps his phone to the maitre d' or the concierge or whatever, and boom, the AI is now in the building and it shows up for the meeting up in the boardroom.
you love the AI talking to the guy in the back of the car. Oh, sorry, woman. And say, what job do you do? Oh, you're a estate agent then. Oh, okay, very interesting. What are you worth? Because I'm worth 300 billion.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is the takeover of computers. They're not going to bomb us into submission. They're just going to own it all. Right?
Yeah, just embarrass us.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine being the assistant to an AI and having to take its dry cleaning out? How does that even work? Right?
Yeah.
Do you have to put on a VR helmet thing like an Apple or whatever, an Oculus, and fucking drive off and get holographic suits cleaned or something for the AI? That sounds too much like working for Will Smith. I don't want that. No.
I think AI will sit around in underwear. I don't think they'll wear suits.
You ever seen an AI scratch its balls? Fuck, man. They must be hairy because you can hear it from across the room.
Yeah. I think our version of Tron would look completely different to Disney's.
Yeah. I'd cast Ron Jeremy.
once he got inside the computer, into the grid, you got all this AI walking around, scratching their ass, and the bollocks hanging on. Yeah.
Imagine that movie now. One of the users could just become the dildo in an OnlyFans scene.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Never mind racing bikes and throwing frisbees, man. There's some real shit to do. It's funny though, so much of the first Tron movie is just an old Atari video game with realistic-ish for the time graphics, right? It's hilarious,
The other thing is like Whopper from War Games. The big computer system.
Yeah.
What a modern version of War Games with an AI system. What would it be doing? It would be like a chat girlfriend to someone, and instead of like, would you like to play a game? It says, would you like to play with me?
Yeah. Just a hustler looking for a digital wall to steal, and then they roofie you and bail, right? Imagine getting digitally roofied by a digital hustler. You wake up 2 hours later. Well, I wonder how long it'll be until OnlyFans is like that weird Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where his buddy that flew like some kind of space age helicopter used to fucking AI in some kind of VR chair.
Oh yeah, sixth day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, when he was cloned. That's it. Yeah.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if we're already there. Because I know you can get porn pumped into AI. Well, not AI headsets, but VR headsets.
There's some connected sex toys, and I think that some people actually make videos where it sort of recreates the action for you.
Yeah. Well, I even remember like years ago, before even people were talking about AI and stuff like that, there was like a connected kissing machine, which was just basically like a mouth and a rubber tongue.
Oh God! What was this given to people in jail?
It was in Japan, obviously, because everything weird starts in Japan. But yeah, it was basically.
Grandpa, stop giving me tongue.
Yeah, it's like you kiss the machine, and it sends the response down the internet lines to your co-partner on the wherever.
Could you imagine? Sit on it, honey. Let's see if it works.
Yeah. How come? If I'm kissing you, how come you can still talk?
Yeah. Why does your fun box feel like Bill Clinton's face?
Oh, I don't know.
That'd be strange, man.
So I'm sure there's already weird shit in the works.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Well, I think you see this in an awful lot of movies where wasn't there like a Bruce Willis movie about avatars or something? Basically, everybody just like sent out an avatar to do stuff for them while they just basically laid down in a bed and just did fuck all.
Like the Confederacy and slavery, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Or what's the other one? Well, Wall-E, where everybody's just like floating around. A chair,
just fat, useless, lazy bastards.
Yeah.
I can see that happening to humanity in a big way for sure.
Yeah. That's what Chris Lundy says. It's surrogates. That's it. Yeah. Avatar was a different film. I don't know. I think fat and lazy is definitely the way we're going to get. Because I mean,
dude, if I didn't have a high metabolism, I would be fat because I am lazy. But it's not truly lazy. I'm, not very capable anymore. So it's kind of different, but same thing, right?
But it is kind of like human nature to find the least, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Least lines of
the avenue of less resistance to whatever you happen to be doing, right?
Yeah. So you just go the lazy route. Although you do get the people who will fight back and they'll run a fitness regime and eat vegan food and become healthy, and everybody just calls them cunts.
Yeah, they're those assholes on the bicycles, right?
Not connected to the grid at all. They'll be the only humans out there, living a life. The rest of us will all just be plugged in a cellar somewhere.
Oh man, Birkenstock wearing motherfuckers.
Yeah. Mind you, he'll be the one. He'll be the one. He'll probably be like the Uber Eats rider.
Yeah,
they're the only ones that are going to be working. Physically delivering food. It would just come in like there'll be a big tank at your front door, and they'll just like pump in this gloop.
Yeah,
and you just suck it through a straw.
Yeah, you can have your porridge, but only if there's no Jews hiding in there.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget to take the waste bag.
Yeah, Grandma was feeling. Yeah, Grandma was feeling sick, so make sure it doesn't leak. All right,
or maybe you'll just have like a third tank that just reprocesses the all your excretions and your fluids and puts it back into the food chain.
Oh, yeah. You can have sausage or sausage. You figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, it tastes the same. You won't notice the difference.
Yeah. It burns easier, but
oh dear. Oh. Well, that's a lovely image of the future.
Yeah. So on that note, be thankful for fresh bread and don't trust uncomfortably brown meat. Yeah, I think that just goes without saying. No, we got
talking about.
Well, we got this one grocery store in town, and you go there, and the only time you see meat on sale is because it's like primer gray. It's just revolting. Why that shouldn't be on sale? That should be fed to a stray dog,
Yeah, talking of which, there was a story I had about a zoo in Holland, Denmark. Sorry. No, it wasn't Denmark. It was where was it? Yeah, it was Denmark. Yeah. Anyway, there's this zoo in Denmark has been asking the public to donate their unwanted pets to be used as food for the predators.
Oh, dude! Wow, really?
Yeah, it'd be like Jurassic Park. What happened to the goat?
But Daddy, not Mr. Tibbles. It's the food chain, Sally. Come on,
Yeah.
let's learn.
Yeah, and we're gonna go and watch.
Wow, could you imagine? Holy shit, man!
Run, Tiddles, run!
Don't! Holy God!
Yeah, it is kind of funny. I mean, it's sort of like there's validity to it, I suppose. But just the whole concept of unwanted pets.
Yeah, right.
Give to Kirsten Nome, she'll deal with them.
Oh man, you wait till you watch South Park. That's God, yeah.
But yeah, no. Copenhagen Zoo. They made headlines a few years back because they euthanized a healthy giraffe.
I remember this.
Yeah, and his body was publicly dissected and fed to the lions.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It's like they check their books. How much does it cost to keep this giraffe, and how much does it cost to feed the lions?
Yeah, but
need this? Do we need this extra giraffe?
They didn't even make meatballs for pasta night. That's terrible, right? Yeah. How are young German children supposed to appreciate giraffe if you don't serve it to them?
Yeah, there's no giraffe steaks in the in the zoo restaurant.
Yeah. Mommy, what is this long cock-like shaped steak? Oh, that's giraffe neck.
Yeah, cock.
I guess with legs that long, they must be hung like, giraffes, right?
Yeah. It's what
how
they call
close can they get?
It's what they call a sharing platter. If you
I mean, if it was any harder, I'm sure he'd just leave it on the bathroom seat.
Just comes on a very, very long plate, sizzling.
Yeah. Oh, just like it's from the Sizzler, the American restaurant there. Yeah. That's where you get low quality meat that's been beaten to rat shit, so it tastes like it comes across like it's tender. I hope nobody was trying to get to sleep because you're probably not doing that very well at the moment.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think we've got some shitty weather moving in because my little weather panel is saying, alert, get to the fucking store if you need to because it's going to be nasty soon. And I think it's literally colder outside. Yeah, it is colder outside than it is in here. So I should probably turn the air conditioner off. I bet it's not running because it's thermostatically controlled anyway, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys know, if you watch our stuff, right? I live in a place where it gets hotter than all fuck. Like, I regularly post pictures in our private chat of it being 40 Celsius, 41 Celsius, right? It's really low humidity, so it's not deathly like it sounds. But even still, it's hotter than hell. And I've got my air conditioners running and, but I've got these really new inverter-based air conditioners, and they're shaped like an N, so all the loud bits hang down behind the wall, not just in front of the window. It's not just a rectangle of a machine. And they run way lower electricity, and they don't struggle because these things are like my living room one is 12,000 BTU, but it's a small little 2-bedroom townhouse, right? And my electric bill just came in for July, right? And I'm at $147 Canadian with the air conditioners running. Oh, sorry, it's not July, it's June. This is the June bill. But because we're always a month behind. But in June, we already had some real heat waves hit, and I was totally working the air conditioners. And the bill is super low. It's really worth spending the extra money for the good ones, because wow, do you save instantly. Holy shit. You know? Like my living room air conditioner was $600 some Canadian shipped to my door. And it's this massive beast of a machine. But from last year's use to this year's use, I've already saved about at least half of its goddamn value, right? Totally worth it. Yeah. And my July bill that'll come up next month, it'll be higher because it's been even hotter. But at the same time, we've had some cooler days, like I'm saying today. So I bet my bill doesn't go up more than like $25-$30, you know? That's huge saving. My place in winter with this shitty ass baseboard heating that I've got can cost me $220. And my neighbors all pay $200 some a month in summer because they have shitty little air conditioners, right? It's totally worth these new ones. Let me get a beer, dude. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, you wait till the prices of electricity go up. Ooh. Need that free electricity that we've been promised. Nikolai Tesla's failed us.
Oh. You ever see some of the funny shit the conspiracy folks go on about with Tesla? It's hilarious.
Oh, God, they fucking love him.
Oh, yeah. You know, he had free energy for everybody, and that's why they killed him and stole his. And it wasn't free energy. He was just working on transmitting it wirelessly. It's not like it was just being created free, you know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't particularly. I don't know about the science behind this. His way of transmitting electricity, you know, it seemed a bit dodgy, if you ask me.
Well, the whole thing is almost some of the principles behind his idea were not bad, but humanity was way not ready for it. Things had to be perfected. I mean, we call it wireless charging, and the phone still has to touch the damn thing. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Personally, I don't understand why everybody clamors for this wireless charging, because while it's sitting on that stupid puck, you can't use it. So why not just plug a USB-C cable into the bottom of it? And, you know, like, I don't get it, you know? Plus, there's a loss of energy. It costs you more to use that stupid shit.
Yeah, yeah. And just generating heat and all that. Because that's what I'm thinking about, the whole Tesla thing. Because if I wonder what this, like, the damage to the environment that could have done.
Yeah, when somebody across from a cornfield need to power their phone, it's like just fucking burns a hole through it or something, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone talks about it's like, you know, the bees and the insects are being affected by Wi-Fi and radio signals and stuff like that. Everybody's moaning about it.
But how about oxygen molecules? Like,
yeah.
Just being torn apart. Who cares? Yeah. You know, personally, I guarantee if wireless transmission of real power was a thing, we would have it, because the only stumbling block would be how to charge for it. Right? They'd figure it out. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it'd be funny too, because some people would have like electric outlets in their walls that have little screens that show ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every time you buy a new kettle, you're going to have to call tech support and have it registered for your home.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be connected onto a Wi-Fi system and
totally, man. Yeah,
measuring your usage.
Oh, totally. Yeah. It'll be so. Oh, yeah.
Playing ads on the kettle, different coffee brands and
yeah. Like these goddamn phone companies. You got a watch that could be activated on, you got a tablet that could be cellular, and every device they want a monthly fee just to access your account and blah, blah. It should just be, hey, I've got an account. I want to put this on it as well. Okay, it's a data device. Yep, there you go. Done. But no, it's just greed, 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 greed. And all they've done is make it so that a lot of people don't fucking bother.
There was an ad that came up. Those devices you plug into cars, like the OBDs, they call them. Little, I saw
onboard diagnostics, OBD.
Yeah. So I saw one of those being advertised by the AA, and I was thinking, oh, that's cool. But yeah, subscription service, obviously.
Yeah, just like that stupid one, Carly, that all the fucking car YouTubers advertised. Fuck me, man.
It's like another thing is that it doesn't need to be on a subscription basis.
No.
Because it's just a device you plug in and it works. There's no need.
Yeah.
No need whatsoever.
No, because the car you plug it into, like if it's some 10-year-old car, is not going to have an update to its software that's going to necessitate OBD warnings or OBD warnings for the life of the car. Nothing. It's such a stupid cash grab. I don't need to pay you monthly. Just, charge me $400 for it. And, maybe, you want the GM codes? That's a $200 package. You want the Ferrari codes? That's a $300 package. Okay, that's fair. But it should just be, I buy them. And then a new car comes out. Oh, that's $30. Okay, fair. Right? Or, it should be, I shouldn't have to pay. I hate subscription model shit. It makes me so angry. Wow.
Yeah.
And some of those garages, right? Like, a lot of YouTubers that have real garages. So we'll use Tyrrell's Classic Workshop as an example. They have like some Snap-on and so on, code reader tools that are $5,000. But when you bought them, they can pretty much do every car on the planet up until that point, and you get 4 or 5 years of updates or something. And when you run a shop, $5,000 for a tool that can do that much, fuck, that pays for itself in its first year. But a subscription for the rest of it, no, I'm buying the box. Thank you. Fuck off. Right.
So it's also like the amount of detail that it can go into, because some from what I'm aware of, some of these things will just give you like an error code. Then you have to go to the internet to go look up the error code and find out what that means. Whereas some of these devices, it would just be like reading a PDF.
Yeah.
It just lays out everything and all the information.
That one, Carly, sometimes it just gives you a bullshit little thing, and then you get an email afterwards if you're a subscriber, because they're trying to lock it behind the paywall. Imagine having to wait for an email.
Oh, God.
Right? That's like, I bought a really nice oscilloscope. I can test a thing, and 5 minutes later, they give me the results once they verified that I'm a paid member.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me. People have got to fight back against this stuff. We cannot let all these companies do this to us.
Yeah, because, before you know it, there won't be a choice.
Yeah. And sadly, there's enough people that have disposable income to make these companies think this bullshit will work. But then a year or so into it, they go, oh, it's not expanding enough. We can't support the servers. So they just shut that shit down and make a new product. And all the ones that can do it again. But it's never going to be viable because there's so many people out there that are like, I'm not paying a subscription for a fucking light switch, you stupid prick, right? Can you imagine? It's coming.
Well, you're paying a subscription for the light switch, but you're also paying a subscription on the light bulb.
Yeah. You buy a light bulb, but what you're doing is buying the license for the bulb for $2.99, and then you have to pay monthly for it to illuminate, right?
Yeah. To whichever color you so desire.
Yeah. You know.
What about just white?
When I go to the store, I've got a few bulbs that can be changed. You know, I've got a few of those, but I won't buy the Wi-Fi ones. I only buy the cheap shit Bluetooth ones because they can't fuck with it, right? They can't do anything, you know? And it's funny because when you buy those cheap ones and then you get their little app to control it, the app is half advertising, right? It's just, and you could barely even make it work. Right. It's terrible. You know?
That's to make you go out and buy the more expensive ones.
And you know what happens too is that app is just rating your phone for information. So I have an LG G5 cell phone that's just new enough in Android version to still run all these apps, and I have some throwaway Google account on it, and it operates all that bullshit in my house, man. I will not put it on my real devices. No way.
You're like a fucking spy with a burner phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Just operate a light switch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny as hell. Oh, for our mod team and stuff, I will tell you something cool. I am putting a Docker onto the server, and it turns out that it won't just be for me, but whoever has access to the server, you can buy yourself IP-driven security cameras, put your own account on the server, and you have an encrypted thing that will do all without your information ever going to China or blah, blah, and whatnot. It turns out it's actually fucking easy, man. And we're doing it.
Yeah.
We also
need to do a fundraiser to get that video wall up in your basement so you can watch all the cameras.
That's true. And I need like full villain thing. You know what I mean? Like I need 70 CRTs, right? You know? Hey, big shout out to David Kendall there. Welcome to the Beer Drinkers membership. Oh, yeah. Big thanks, dude. Here, let's see if I can get that one. Yep. And then can I do this one? There we go. All right.
I also saw a gifted membership swing by there at some point.
Did you? Oh, you're right. UTV and Ham gifted out the membership. I wonder if David is the recipient or he just did it himself. I don't actually know.
Well, I do because it's there. Annie Oki.
Oh.
Annie Uki chick got the
Annie, are you okay? You're okay. You're okay, Annie. I often wondered if that's the reference there to that name. So there we go. So David ponied up on his own, which is definitely worth double hearts. And welcome, Annie, and huge thanks, UTV. All right, cool. Very cool indeed. I totally missed that. Good call, dude. Good call.
Well, I'll just use my eyeballs.
Yeah. Interesting. That's what they're for? Reading?
Yeah. No subscription service needed.
All right.
Yet.
Yeah. Oh, so wants to use his eyeballs, does he?
Yeah, God must be kicking himself in the ass now. He's like,
exactly.
Yeah. He's got. I've invented this like perfect system, and I could have had like charging points at all these different areas of functionality.
you're not going back far enough. We could be charging all the girls for the rib.
What, like a steakhouse rib, or what are you talking about?
Well, no, because
man's rib.
Because God made man first, because he's a fucking
misogynist.
Yeah, and then all he did was take Adam's rib and goes, you know what? That's enough to make a chick for you. There, now you can breed. Isn't that how it works? It was just his rib or something,
Yeah, no, God made man first, and he thought, well, where's he going to put that?
Yeah. Whenever he plays with it, his palms get red. There's got to be a better way.
It's like the guy who invented Lego, and he made a brick. He says, I must figure out a way so I can make more of these, and they can fit together in some kind of fashion. God made woman just they just snap together like a little Lego system,
like a 6 and a 9.
Yeah. And then he put 2 men next to each other and realized we can get 3 men, 4 men, 5 men. You just stack them all up.
He put 5 together and started. Wait a minute, it's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Yeah, he invented Sticklebits basically.
Dear. Yeah, every human centipede deserves some disco music, right?
Yeah. Well, that human centipede of filth does.
I've never seen those movies. I remember they were spoofed in jokes and stuff when they first came out. South Park did a thing on them, but I don't really do horror flicks, especially gore flicks, like the ones that are just made to gross you out and shit. I don't even watch them.
I have seen the first one, not through choice. It just came on the telly one day and just like stayed on until I realized what the hell was going on. That's the thing
with the television. There's always a remote control.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't know what the film was until it got to that point where it all started to get a bit really, really creepy. It was a very, very creepy film. But obviously, when it got to that point, is that now we're suddenly like into creep levels that I, wasn't expecting, and you just couldn't like take your eyes off it from that point. It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
I see. I could have taken my eyes off it, guaranteed.
I wouldn't have chosen to watch it, if you know what I mean.
I still wouldn't have even continued. No way. Not my kind of thing. Or like the Saw movies, I've never seen them.
It's the people who write this shit. So why aren't they locked up?
If Minority Report was real, you'd all be fucked, man.
I mean, there's something seriously wrong with you in the fucking head. If you write a horror movie about people's mouths being sewn to someone else's anus in a chain,
come on.
That's what we're talking about. You think, when they talk about,
God, no, fuck.
You don't know what I'm going to talk about.
But I'm already sick just because you did the whole visual of the mouth and the cornhole and the sewing. Okay. And
you have mass shooters, and everyone sort of like go, I thought Timmy was a really nice person. I had no signs of any kind of like strange psychological problems. But he wrote that movie. He should have been fucking locked up straight away.
Yeah.
That's a classic sign of someone's going.
His mother should have aborted him at the age of 12.
Well, at least he didn't say Jehovah. Yeah.
Come on, Brian. Let's go to Stoning.
If you write creepy films like that, you should definitely be put on a police list. Absolutely.
Yeah. Imagine there must be like 12 Homeland Security agents following Stephen King around at all times, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? At any moment, he's just going to snap and take out all of Bangor in one shot. You know.
Yeah, he's just writing his these weird books. And he'll pick one. You know.
It's funny how a lot of his early books are celebrated as amazing, and quite a few of them are to read. It's really good. I mean, it's not, you know, literary genius or anything, but they're great. But wow, people did not know how to turn them into movies in the early days. So many of his stories are, it's an okay movie, you know.
Yeah,
you know, like Christine, Cujo, the TV adaptation of The Langoliers, Pet Cemetery. Pet Cemetery was actually probably one of the first better than average Stephen King film adaptation. There was the one where somebody died in a helicopter, Night Shift, I think. Yeah, and there's just quite a few that just aren't the best, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. The Fog?
Oh, no, The Mist.
No, Fog? Yeah, there's The Fog as well, wasn't there? There was The Mist and The Fog.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the first Pet Cemetery movie. It was pretty good, you know? Yeah. But, you know, there's quite a few that, you know.
Oh, he's a shitloads. I've never really been a massive fan of his work anyway, but
yeah, you know, like PJ and a few in the chat, you know, Carrie, Firestarter, you know, but you go back and look and and rewatch it now, they don't hold up quite that well. You know, they're way.
Yeah. No, you could probably say that about a lot of people's bloody movies back in the day.
Yeah, but even then, they were only rated in like the 6s, except for a few, like The Shining or whatever. You know.
So even Clive Barker, you know, Nightbreed. That was a very, very cool film back in the day. But you know, it's sort of like, yeah, all right, bit weird.
Yeah, Dark Tower. You know. That wasn't done right, you know. I would have really liked to have seen like a trilogy made out of The Talisman, the one with King and Straub writing together, you know. But you'd have to do 3 movies out of that because that was a seriously, you know, it was like a fucking tomb of a book, you know. That was big. That was a good one, though, you know.
That'll be a 10-part TV drama for streaming.
Actually, it probably would. But you know, of all the people who are getting these reboot movies all the time and so on, with the technology and all we have now, a lot of the earlier King stuff is just ripe to be done properly. You know, there's a lot of good stuff there. You know, yeah.
I saw a thing the other day. I can't remember the channel now, but you know, it's like Mojo Movies and whatever. It was like 20 movies that are ripe for a reboot, and it was kind of interesting because you know there was a lot of movies in there that basically bombed,
right?
And it's like, well, who is going to be convinced to try to make a remake of a movie that was a bomb? You know, right. I don't think, you know, there was like classic titles,
well,
like Howard the Duck and stuff like that. It's just like,
yeah, but what you're saying makes total sense until you say the words "the Fantastic Four," because it just keeps happening.
Yeah, that is true.
Right. People keep doing it for weird reasons, like, oh, we got to keep the rights. Just put out a shitty movie. Done. Yes, sir. You know, it's very weird story on that one.
Well, that was a part of the story. You know, they brought out a shitty movie to keep the rights, but there's been no reason to do it since, they have just been redoing it each time. And I don't think, I mean, apart from the shitty version, I don't think any of them bombed. They were never like made, history.
Right.
Maybe each new version just
Well,
brings the
I
cash
think
in.
it's fundamentally flawed. The idea of the stretchy guy and the rock man. I mean, I just don't think they're very good, interesting characters, to be honest,
I hate to tell you this, but it was just written for kids.
Well, that's part of it, right?
Yeah, you don't need much dimension. I mean, on this video, one of the things they were talking about is like a remake of Masters of the Universe, and it's like, no, we didn't even need the first movie. We don't need a remake of it. It's like,
yeah. It was literally, it was a cool toy. We didn't like the cartoon was just there to sell you breakfast cereal and plastic toys, right?
Exactly, and it did not need like some mega fantastic movie.
No,
it just doesn't need it.
Well, it never got one. I think Dolph Lundgren was in it or something.
Yeah, that's right, and it was shite.
Yeah.
And that's all it needed to be, because the kids went to see it. It was bums on seat. I don't think it bombed, but I'm not even too sure it made its money back. But you probably got everything back from it that you were going to.
Totally right. Oh yeah, definitely.
I can't see people rushing to the cinema these days. Oh, Masters of the Universe. Ooh.
Yeah. Are you kidding? Right?
Yeah. No, it's not going to happen, is it?
God, I hope not.
Well, the other one was mentioned was the Demolition Man. Should be a remake of Demolition Man. It's like, but why? For what reason? It's like when they did the remake of RoboCop.
Yeah.
And it was glossier. It looked better, but it doesn't have the soul of the original movie, and that would be the same with Demolition Man. It just would not be the same.
The idea here is stop using the old names and properties because you're scared of a flop, and just tell a new story that has some similar elements, because that's what everybody does. Right? They've got to stop doing this. We're scared the investors won't get their money, so we're going to make it the Dukes of Hazzard movie instead of rednecks and fast cars, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't, it's unnecessary. Stop it.
There was that new movie out, War of the Worlds, with who is it? Ice Cube Tea or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's Ice Cube. I'm like, what?
Yeah. No, Kelly watched it, and I sat here watching her watch it. For me, it was just abysmal. She kind of liked it. She enjoyed it. The storytelling, but the most important part of it was there was absolutely no fucking reason to attach the War of the Worlds name to it.
Right. There was
a tiny bit of connection, tiny bit, but the rest of it had nothing to do with it.
There was a French language TV adaptation of War of the Worlds that was on TV recently. Right. And I watched a few of the episodes, and I hate having to read subtitles, but holy fuck, was it actually good? Now that you've mentioned that, it was lost when I lost that one hard drive that failed on the server. And I think I'm going to get that show back because it was really good.
But again, it's probably had very, very little to do with.
Actually, no, it plays out really well. But the way they did it, they avoided stupid, useless effects shots by doing things in different ways. And they just, cleverly used the budget. And three episodes in, I was like, you know what? There's something here. It's actually good,
It's frustrated me for years because there's only one version of the War of the Worlds I want to see, and that's the one that's set in Victorian England, as per the book. Because that visual treat that would have been. Actually, they did do one on the BBC, and it was fucking useless. It was terrible.
Yeah, my son knows the Tom Cruise version, and I'm just like, oh dear God.
Yeah. Oh, there were some good bits in that Tom Cruise movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I got to save my son. Dad, I got to do this. I'm going to run off and fight. Oh, okay then. Like what? Fuck. You're a stupid, angsty teenager. Fuck. Now get your ass over here and watch your sister, you punk. That was the only fucking answer, I couldn't believe it.
Let me run into the explosions.
Yeah, Dad, I just want to run off and die. Is that okay? Sure, son.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. That was so dumb.
Well, maybe at that point you just gave up. Yeah, fuck it.
Well, you did fuck with my car, you little punk. So,
yeah.
Yeah, let me get my sarcasm thing up there. Thank you, Duncan.
Oh dear.
I've been trying to find something that I can sink my teeth into TV style, right? Tried a couple of shows, and what I'm noticing is in the last 12 to 15 years of television, the way they set up drama between the characters is so, oh dear God, you're not going to do, oh, they did it. Fuck, that's so stupid. And it's terrible. Do these people not have actual friends in life? Do they just have people they make small talk with at parties? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm so sick of stupid ass bullshit reasons for people to go, you're not my friend anymore, and all that crap. And it's just garbage, man. Like if somebody in my life was to pull that whole drama shit over one of these stupid ass reasons, I'd just be like, fuck you, done, move on, right? There's no way I'm putting up with your bullshit.
That's why there's no movies. That's why there's no movies about you.
Yeah. It's just me sitting on a throne going, fuck you. Next.
We'll get Christopher Walken to play you.
Yeah. He comes in dancing off to, what's his name there, Oh, what time we got? Hour and a half in. All right. We're not too bad off yet. I got to have me some supper later. Don't know what to do yet. There's all kinds of really good fixins in my world. And
you're not got any giraffe cock in the fridge?
Funny enough, I don't. It's funny how
it's in your bedside table.
As big as a serving is, it's funny how fast you can run out of it.
So Moorish.
Yeah.
Once you start eating cock, you can't stop. Should put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. The Shills, enough cock for everyone. But I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to do something like total young bachelor style and, just get we do some pre-cooked bacon and then put it back into the freezer so it can be ready. And I might do some bacon cheesy hot dogs or something. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. That might be a good thing.
There's always a good thing. You do the empty the freezer bit, which has got just odd bits and pieces all over the place, and just make a huge platter.
Yeah,
and it's a buffet. It's a smorgasbord of stuff.
That was my breakfast this morning, actually, because we had some leftover burrito ingredients. So I just made some toast, turned on the broiler, topped the bread, little cheese, threw it under the broiler for a minute. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was cool. Oh my God, speaking of bread, Chris Lundy's in the chat. Perfect timing. So I bought a mixer. It was garbage. Returned it. I bought a second mixer. and it's not high quality.
Food mixer.
Yeah, like an overhead proper mixer.
Yeah.
Bought a second mixer.
People get confused because you're an audio guy, so you start to work on mixers.
yes, right. So bought a second mixer, and it's not a high quality one, but I mean high price one, but it seemed okay out of the box. Plasticky body, strong innards, like when you pop up for, popping it up to put in the tools and stuff. The tools were like aluminum, but it's that really die cast bubble metal that I like to call it or whatever. But all in for like 80 some dollars Canadian, it seemed good. I put it together. I got it all, cleaned up and stuff, and I made dough enough for one loaf of bread. So I wasn't working it hard, and the motor sounded like it was struggling a little bit, but the dough hooks, planetary motion and everything, it was just going perfectly smooth, and it made some great dough. I made an awesome loaf of bread, and I thought, holy shit, for like $82, this thing is actually decent. So then takes a couple of days for two, bachelor guys to eat a loaf of bread. I pulled it out of the thing yesterday and made myself up some more dough to make bread. And this time, the plasticky body of this thing was moving and grooving when it was making the dough way more than the first time. And the motor sounded way more stressed. And this time you could see the dough hook slowing down some. So I brought it up a notch in speed, and it totally, started doing its thing more proper. But this is only the second time it's been used, and you can already see downslope in its performance. So it's being packed up right tonight and returned. And I'm going one more level in cost to see what I get.
Yeah, you need to get a Toyota V8 mixer.
Yeah, totally, But I did do a thing today when I was out, not we, it's usually we, but Felix isn't actually here today. I stopped at two different thrift stores, and I let them know that I'm looking for one of those proper old school, over the top, heavy duty mixers that I can put on like the hamburger grinder attachment and the pasta one and all that. And, I think I'll return this other one that I bought, and I might just give it a couple of weeks to see if I can't get myself one of those really expensive, from 20 years ago that will last forever ones, But yeah, I mean, I'm Captain Fibromyalgia, and I've still got strength. I just don't have endurance, right? It doesn't work out that way. So I can't be kneading cornbread and pound cakes and bread and stuff. Fuck, I'll just be on the couch going, I'm so dead. I got to get a proper mixer to do this more old school thing I'm looking for, because I'm so sick of processed garbage. I want to make my own hamburgers and everything now. I'm going full backwards. We're going to start doing jam and pasta sauce and the whole bit. Yeah. I mean, what else am I going to do? My son and I just, exist on disability, and I exist to help him and sometimes get drunk and hang out with you all. Right.
Yeah. You're just all giving.
Yeah. Oh God. And before we go, we're not running away right now, but before we go, no matter what, if you're watching me and you're listening to me, make sure you watch the new South Park episode and watch it all the way to the end. You have to see the video and hear the audio during that little credit roll at the end. Do not miss it. Trust me. It's so funny. Oh my God. I'm watching it again when we're done, and I'm eating for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember Oh, yes. I remember I got some really good fish in there and I got my air fryer all ready. I'm having fish and chips. I'm battering up some fish. I'm doing fish and chips. That's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. I got capers and mayo, homemade mayo, no less. And yeah, I got everything I need to make tartar sauce, do some battered fish. I got a little beer here so I can do proper beer batter. Oh, yeah. Love
Mushy
me tender.
peas, curry sauce.
I'm not much of a peas guy. Yeah.
You're more of a fighter.
Yeah, and in curry sauce, no, I'm doing proper old school tartar sauce. Oh yeah.
Now some people will tell you tartar sauce isn't for fish. It's only for scampi.
Yeah, that's fucked up though.
No, it's like, who are you, the fucking sauce police?
Some people tell you a Tesla is a good car to drive. So I mean, you just can't trust some people, right? No, tartar sauce has to be done proper for breaded fried fish. It just has to be, right?
Not
it
doing
can't
beer
be.
battered then.
Sorry?
Not doing beer battered fish then.
Well, yes, I'm gonna, but it's still gonna be fried, right?
Yeah, but you don't use breadcrumbs in it though.
What?
You said breaded fish.
Well, battered. Batter is a bread of sorts, right?
Yeah,
I don't mean breadcrumbs. Yeah. No,
Right,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you're not a monster.
I'm not a fucking heathen. Well, no, but
Although if you do breadcrumbs, do panko breadcrumbs.
Oh, we always use those for our home baked mac and cheese. Oh yeah.
Panko breadcrumbs are fantastic.
Yeah, I mix when doing home baked mac and cheese, 25% Parmesan to 75% panko breadcrumbs for your topping. Oh yeah. But you should melt some butter and stir all of that in, but enough of the ingredients so that it still comes out granular at the end, but just, butterized. Oh, wow.
Just an interesting fact.
Mm.
Do you know how they cook the bread that they make panko breadcrumbs from?
On the back of well-worn donkeys.
Not quite.
Okay.
They electrocute it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's not baked.
Is it like, so they only use bread that was like a murderer and then they electrocute it? Right?
Yeah, they've got these tiny little bread-shaped chairs.
Capital punishment leads to breadcrumbs? I had no idea.
I couldn't believe when I saw it. Yeah, they literally just electrocute it.
Wow. But they are the best breadcrumbs. Holy, are they awesome. They got so much texture. And even when they absorb like goos and juices and cheeses and stuff, they still, very good stuff. Love it. Oh, man, I wish I had some leftover home-baked mac and cheese right now. That would be an awesome. Too bad.
You can make some fresh.
No, I wait for Felix for that. If he found out I made a home-baked mac and cheese without him, holy man. Yeah, he'd flip out, right? Grandma's tried to make him home-baked mac and cheese, but she does her recipe, and he doesn't eat it all, but he eats some. And I've tried to give her my recipe because he literally, you can give him filet mignon and he'll fucking just go right to the mac and cheese and inhale it first. It doesn't matter, And she won't cook my version because it's my version, not hers. I mean, who is this about? So here, what do we got? Okay, we got it's beer o'clock. Hold on.
Why isn't he using the fridges? He's got 2 fridges back there, you fucking moron.
I should be. You're not wrong, but
That's what you got on for.
yeah, the black one that the Oblation and Silver Earth sent. I'm redoing the fan in the top, and I finally remembered to order the fan. And when it showed up, they sent me the wrong one, and so I got to do it again. And then the Coca-Cola one's going to Felix's room, and there's going to be a cool thing that holds the globe up. I think I found it. We'll see.
A turtle.
Yeah. No, I found a thing that looks like an hourglass, like tip it over and the sand goes through, but it's digital. And when the sand gets to the bottom, it just restarts. And I think it's the right size and strong enough to hold the thing. Yeah.
You got a donation in.
Oh, look at that from none other than PJ CNET as well. And he says,
I'll throw this in for the beer fund.
hey, PJ, thanks. Awesome. Look at that, people. See? The direct donation option works. Hey, speaking of begging for, things like that. Remember that Unirock piece of trash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His last channel that he was using, Rock a Lot, he got down to unbelievably bad views, and it hasn't even been used in months now. I wonder if he ran off and started yet another channel.
Well, of course he did.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm scared to look for it because then my whole recommended feed will be like ruined forever, right?
Yeah. Well, people like that are genuinely hard to find. I knew somebody in the guitar channel who was constantly dropping his channels and making a new one. And the only way you could find him is if someone had followed him and sent a link through, because just so obscure. You just get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, it's hilarious, man. It's absolutely hilarious. I don't understand the point at that time, But let me see here. Oh, I got a good idea. Watch. Oh yeah, there we go. This is going to be the one that gets me through cooking my meal.
Oh, with Felix not there, I'm surprised you even going to all the effort of making fish and chips.
He's a fish and chips guy, but the last few times I've suggested it, he said no. And
Wow.
and I'm kind of, I wonder.
It's all for you.
You know what though? Because he's not here, why bother with French fries when I could do like rice?
What, fish and rice?
Yeah, I know it's not quite as, but Felix doesn't like rice and he's not here. I could make some. That would,
Yeah. What do you got? Fish heads and rice? What are you going on there?
Eat them up. Yum.
You gone all Japanesey?
Yeah, I think I'm turning Japanese. I wonder. I got to start thinking, because I should be thinking about making a meal that he doesn't like that I do.
Yeah, but what kind of rice are you going to? You're just going to boil it, or are you going to do like egg fried rice or special fried rice?
No, I just like nice white plain rice, right?
vanilla.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. Untouched virgin.
We're back to the Epstein files.
Yeah. But if I do that, I got to get like the fish done in like a teriyaki sauce or something. That'd be cool, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, David Kendall in the chat there, rice cookers. I always preach the case of a rice cooker because the technology behind how it works is so simplistic and yet so foolproof. There's no point in screwing around. Just get a fucking rice cooker. You don't need a fancy one. All of the extra bullshit is irrelevant because rice is done when it's done. As soon as the water is gone, it's done. At that moment, it goes higher in temperature because water boils at the temperature it boils at, and a rice cooker is foolproof. Just get one, and a cheap one, right?
Yeah, we got a rice cooker. But the thing is, if I'm just doing like a single portion, I just do it in the microwave. Takes 6 minutes. Takes 6 minutes.
Yeah. I guess that,
you just got to make sure you don't put, cook it with too much water. Otherwise, it turns into a slurry.
Yeah. Oh, so we're having rice soup with fish tonight. Okay. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Yeah. There's another argument. My son doesn't like spaghetti, and I really do. But that's an involved thing, because if you do spaghetti with just jar sauce, it's basically just an excuse for Parmesan cheese. You got to make a good sauce. Yeah, I'm not going that hard.
Yeah.
No, not doing that much. I got to start getting some like glass canning jars because I want to start doing sauces and stuff and whatnot. Got to get myself a freezer, I guess, coming up as well.
You could do it like a nice white sauce with your fish and spaghetti.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I got everything to do that. Yeah. Interesting. I got some really good options. God damn it. Now I'm going to stand there confused for 10 minutes before I can you know what I mean?
Fuck it, I'll order in.
Yeah. No, I got to save. I got to save cash right now. Definitely. Yeah. I was looking in the classifieds locally just to, see what kind of cars that I could acquire for like $8,000 as soon as I get some money saved coming up, right? Because Felix and I are going to need to be driving soon. And for around, $7,500, $8,000, I actually found some shit that I could stomach, actually owning, right? Yeah, I'm pretty picky about cars and whatnot,
Yeah.
I found
you wanted either a Porsche 911 or a Jeep.
Yeah. Well, I if I found a really good Jeep XJ, I would definitely get one, $4,000 or $5,000, and it would, for nothing else, it would be great for the hills and winter and everything. But I found a really nice factory serviced from original Mercedes CLK 500 convertible for a really good price, and it's full factory receipts, no error codes. I know they can be a little expensive to maintain, but it's been taken care of properly. You're not walking into a minefield, and I know it's not the best decision you could really make, but I'm pretty capable. But that's the kind of thing I'm looking at, is something a bit more interesting and fun, or,
Yeah. Something with a bit of pizzazz.
Yeah, I can't just get myself a Kia Sorento or something. No offense, right? But I'm real, like, I got to get something with a bit more enthusiast quality to it,
Yeah. Well, you got my vote. Look at me. I practically bought a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I was looking, and so I got to start getting shit together for sure.
We got to get that fundraiser going as well.
Yeah, we mentioned this a couple of pub chats ago or whatever, and I did get a few in for it, and that is put aside already. I'm going over to the bank in a couple of days to open up a savings account just for this, putting all the cash in it. I definitely have to be, mobile soon. When Felix ages us out of here, there's no way where I live I can find a place to live without driving. It's impossible.
So you guys in the chat, we need your help. Not necessarily the fundraising, but share us out to people, especially share us out to your rich friends.
Yes, right.
With a disgusting sense of humor.
Yeah. Everybody that grew up in Brentwood, just give them the channel address, right?
I don't know where that is.
Cheshire.
Is it?
Well, same thing, right? No. Pearly gates and, concrete lions and, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Tacky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Think Trump at your driveway, right?
Oh, God. I feel sick now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what did he say just recently? He was talking about redecorating in the White House and stuff, and he was like, never mind the art. I'm more of a frames guy. Love the frames, and they're all gold.
Yeah,
just
as long as the pictures are of me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and my little South Park penis.
Yeah, I bet that's not one he's going to be hanging in the White House.
Yeah. Oh man, I can only imagine the seething pile of anger that fat fuck is,
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Well, let's send this off to oblivion. Say goodnight to everybody, and hope they don't drink and drive on their way home, because that's how we end up with roadkill. And you might have a few rednecks in your neighborhood that need supper, but only so many. So let's not wantonly just kill animals out of drunkenness.
Yeah, maybe not do drink and drive. Maybe just do it in a different order. Drive and drink.
Yeah. Drive to go drink. And then, we need a service where they drive your goddamn car home for you.
that did actually exist. There was people that come around on a little scooter.
Yeah. I saw this in the UK years back, 2007 or something, or whatever it was. Yeah.
I think they did a bit on Top Gear.
That's where I saw it. That's it. Yes. Yeah.
Of course, that's where you saw it.
Yeah. That's where I saw it. Yeah, it was funny.
It was either on Top Gear or South Park.
But they did it all wrong. Instead of having to pack your little motorbike into the person's trunk or some stupid shit, they should have just had like a handy dart size bus of drivers just driving around the town, drop them off. There you go. Go drive somebody home. We'll pick you up in 20 minutes or whatever. That's the way you could have done it.
Maybe.
Yeah. You just have a whole bunch of people watching OnlyFans, smoking pot in some handy dart bus, waiting to drive your car home. I don't know.
Oh, dear.
There's a business idea if you ever needed one, right? Hire the homeless to drive rich people's cars home because they're too drunk to do it for themselves.
Yeah, and you teenagers can get out there and set up the business with your 30 AI assistants and just run it from your bedroom, and job done.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, before we go, I got to comment on one thing. Being a teenager that had a car, it was your rite of passage to get a job as a pizza delivery driver or a Chinese food driver and just hang out in the parking lot, smoking pot, hanging out with your friends, and then go and do a few runs. And you end up with $40 in tips at the end of the night, and you get a paycheck in 2 weeks. All of that seems to be gone now because all of our local pizza shops just simply have a door dasher or a skip driver pick up your order and drop it off. That's not right.
Yeah, just motorbikes, motorcycles, more mopeds everywhere.
Yeah, not here, but yeah. Where I live, I don't think you're legally allowed to deliver food products of any type without it being inside the vehicle. Like I see in footage of videos from Europe and everything, there's like pizzas stacked on a moped being delivered. You're not allowed to do that in my area. Yeah, it's strange. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah. So let's see here. Big thanks to our team. We got Mexi Girl in the Shills count tonight. We've got Shayna Caldwell, PJ CNET, Carpasian The AI Alchemist, Chris Lunday, Jose C, David Worley, and Super Chat Matt, along with, dork and moron here. Which one do you want to be? Moron it is. All right.
Dork.
So let's see. Dunk's going to tell you why chicken is better than broccoli if you bread it and deep fry it. Actually, broccoli's pretty good when you tempura it, so I'm not sure if you can win this one. Go for it.
So under the bus I am. Yeah. What are you talking? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Broccoli cannot possibly be better. Deep fried in bloody batter or whatever.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. I mean, I suppose everything's better, fried in batter. But broccoli, I don't think you can say broccoli that way. Chicken, obviously, easy target. Easy target. It's always going to be good, no matter how you. There's so many ways you can't fuck it up.
Just like Christy Nome aiming another puppy.
Yeah, shoot more broccoli, Christy. Broccoli should be steamed, just to the point of just
join our campaign against broccoli, because every time you eat it, another chicken goes uneaten.
No, you just got to do it right. Do broccoli right. Yeah, just learn how to do it right. There's loads of ways to do it. And just go.
Don't do me
videos.
like that. Who knew that song was about broccoli? Don't do me like that. Right?
Oh, there's a new fashion for kids. The broccoli hairdo. Been talking about that. So you got
fried broccoli. Talk about
permed. Like you have this permed top on your mullet, and it's like, and it's like big with the kids in the UK now, and it's like looks fucking stupid, but it's a fashion thing.
That's where the afro actually came from. It's broccoli without cheese sauce.
I think the blacks won with the afro. They knew how to do it. It just looks like a fucking idiot thing on top of a white guy.
Yeah. On a black man, it's so cool they can park their comb in it, and it doesn't even make you flinch, right?
Yeah. I'm not too sure this is cultural appropriation, but it's cultural idiocy. See these young kids with their broccoli hairdo. What's wrong with cauliflower?
Every time I rent a hotel, I'm told I'm not cultured, so I don't think I can appropriate shit, right?
No.
Yeah. So
you grow culture under parts of your body, but we won't go to that.
Yeah, so thank your mom for watching, and let her know I'll be calling her soon. Take care, everybody.
Good night, everybody, and stay shilly.
Oh, that's right. Stay shilly.
Yeah. And subscribe and like and do those things. Especially you've forgotten to do that these days. Do the like, share, subscribe thing. Do it.
That's right. Yeah, take your hand out of your pants, use the mouse, and click subscribe. Thank you very much.
Do it.